Happy Friday, my friends. It's your favorite Lindy lady. I just wanted to film a video for you guys in honor of Flashback Friday. And since I missed my Words of Wisdom Wednesday, decided to share some information, some flashback information with you guys. So I started in the mortgage business in 2001. So decided to do a little bit of work and kind of figure out where we were back in 2001 versus where we were in 2015, say. So I went and did a little bit of search, very light search actually, of what the average home sales price and the average interest rate was back in 2001 versus what it was in 2015. So what I found is that on the average home sales price wasn't very much difference. Average home sales price in 2001 was $205,000. So average home sales price in 2015 was about 258 to 260 in 2015. But the key factor in all of this is not the average home sales price, it's what the average rate was. So back in 2001, the average interest rate was 7.5. So yes, 7.5 could have been your first time home buyer interest rate back in 2001. Flash forward to where we are in 2015, 2016. I mean, we could throw out a number, guesstimate about 4.5. Most rates actually are lower unless you're using like a down payment assistance program or higher lower end credit. Probably have about a 4.5 rate. So the better your credit, obviously, it'll improve what your mortgage interest rate could be. So, but if we're going to keep it at averages, we can say 4.5. So that's almost half of what people were paying back in 2001, and the home prices are a little bit higher now. So basically, you can get more home for less interest. So for those of you that are on the fence, wondering, hey, should I wait? Should I reconsider this? I mean, stop and think. You could buy a home, a $258,000 home, for less than what most of you are paying in rent right now. So why do you keep making other people richer and when you can invest in yourself? Now, some of you will be like, oh, 4.5. I thought rates were lower than that. We can get a better rate. We would become rate sensitive. When you stop and think about it, most of us have a credit card in our wallet at some point that you're paying a high interest rate. Some interest rates go between a 14 to a 24%, and most of us will not even blink when we get those credit cards. Banana Republic, Target, all these name brands that you can think that you go get this credit card to save 10% when you're making a purchase. We don't blink, we get it, we sign up, let's do it. But when we get our mortgage rate or interest rate, we're thinking, oh, this is for a long run. But we stop and think that this is the cheapest money you'll ever borrow, and it's the largest investment you'll make for you and your family. So the way I see it, if I'm going to buy a $250,000 home, a 7.5 versus a 4.5, it's a big difference. It'll allow you to buy more house. It'll allow you to live comfortably and not be house poor. So when you're thinking about these things, a big key to consider is what's going to happen in the next year, in the next 2 years. We're in an election year. Obviously, what came down, such as the interest rates, will eventually start rising back up. So very, very important for you to consider that at some point, maybe not at a 7.5, but they're also not going to be at a 4.5. So stop being on the fence, stop thinking, what if, what could happen, and start acting and get numbers, get ideas, get figures so that you know where your family stands. So I look forward to helping you. I would love to do a one-on-one financial analysis, let you know where you stand on what your purchasing power is. So anyways, happy Friday. You guys stay dry, and I'll be waiting to hear from you guys. Happy Friday. Bye.